Understanding mathematics. It is for class 8 students. Book 8. So many chapters are here. Number system, rational number, and many more. First, I will go to the first chapter. This is the first chapter, rational number, class 8. Rational number. First of all, you have to know what is rational number. Introduction, natural number, whole number, integer, rational number. So, rational number. Rational number means any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q. Any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q should be integer. And q must not be equal to 0. Say for example, 5 by 6 is a rational number. 3 is a rational number because 3 is same with 3 by 1, hence it is in the form of p by q. And minus 5 is a rational number. Minus 5 by 2 is a rational number because this is in the form of p by q and both are integer. So any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q are called rational number. Any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q are called rational number. So all the natural number, integer, whole number, and decimal, all these are rational number because all these number can be expressed in the form of p by q. Say for example, 0.3 can be expressed 3 by 10. That means it can be expressed in the form of p by q. So this is also a rational number. And others number which is not in the form of p by q, any other number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q are called irrational numbers. Say for example 2.01, 001, 0001 and continuing, and this number cannot express in the form of p by q. These are irrational numbers. Again, on the other hand, numbers like root 4, numbers like root 3 cannot express in the form of p by q. And if you write root 3 by 1, and this is likely to be p by q, but this root 3 is not integer and 1 is not integer. It should be in the form of p by q. It is in the form of p by q, but this is not integer. This is integer, but this p value is not integer. So root 3 cannot be rational. But numbers like root 4, perfect square numbers, root 9, root 25, they are rational number. They are rational number because root 25 is clearly we can write as 5, and 5 is same with 5 by 1. Hence it can be expressed in the form of p by q and both are integer. And root 9 is can express like 3. Root 9 is 3 only, and 3 can be expressed 3 by 1. So it is in the form of p by q. So clearly root 9 is a rational number, just like root 4 is rational number. But numbers like non-perfect square number, square root of non-perfect square number like root 7, root 8, they are not rational number. they are irrational number. So I'll conclude that rational number means any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q, and where p and q should be integer, and q value must not be equal to 0, because here is a reason that q value must not be equal to 0. The reason is that numbers like 3 by 0, here it is in the form of p by q, and q value must not be equal to 0. Here q value is equal to 0, it will not be a rational number. It will not be a rational number, because this number is complex number. You just look, when 3 is divided by 0, 3 by 0 means when 3 is divided by 0, then 0 goes 3 how many times? 0 1 is 0, 0 5 is 0. It will never reach 3 if you take many times. 0 10 is 0, 0 100 is 0. It will be infinite. It will be infinite, no fixed number. So it is, this kind of number is not defined, infinite, not defined. That's why this is, though it is in the form of p by q, both are integer, it is not a rational number. It will be irrational number, because here it is mentioned then q must not be equal to 0, but here is q is equal to 0, and when we divide it is undefined, so it cannot be a rational number. And the rest, any number which is in the form of p by q are rational number. And keep in mind, square root of 9, square root of 25, this kind of number are rational number, because they can be expressed clearly in the form of p by q. Just look, 25 is same with 5 by 1, and 9 is same with 3, and 3 is same with 3 by 1, which is in the form of p by q. These are, therefore root 9, root 25 are rational number. So for today only this much. Thank you.